Hello, welcome to Levant TV headlines. Qatar says it has recalled its ambassador to Cairo to protest comments made by an Egyptian official over his country's decision to carry out airstrikes in neighboring Libya. Gulf Cooperation Council Secretary General al-Zayani says he rejects accusations by Egypt's permanent envoy at the Arab League that Qatar supports terrorism. Iraqi Kurdish fighters have repelled an attack by Islamic State militants on a village in the semi-autonomous region of Kurdistan, while violent deadly attacks continued across the country. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif and top US diplomat John Kerry will meet in Geneva this week for talks on Tehran's nuclear program. And a 25-year-old woman has been arrested at Heathrow Airport on suspicion of Syria-related terrorism offences and allegedly joining the Islamic State. Now let's have a look at top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting in Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Lebanon's Justice Minister says arrangements are being made for terror suspect Michel Smahat to appear before the International Tribunal investigation the 2005 assassination of former Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri. The paper also reports that a police officer was wounded during a late Wednesday raid after a terror suspect tossed a grenade at him in a North Lebanon town. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that the Egyptian prosecution has referred 330 people to a military trial over accusations of joining the now outlawed Muslim Brotherhood group and attacking a government building in the central province of Minya. The paper also reports that international firms will scramble for new orders at the Middle East's largest arms show, which opens in Abu Dhabi next week. From the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that after weeks of relentless fighting, the embattled Ukrainian rail hub of Debaltseve fell to Russia-backed separatists who hoisted the flag in triumph over the town. The paper also reports that the UAE scored a success rate of 98.86% in aviation safety, which is the highest rate in history given by the International Civil Aviation Organization. And now, papers here in London. The Independent Middle East news section reporting that looted antiquities from Syria worth hundreds of thousands of pounds are providing a major source of funding for ISIS, some of which could be ending up in the UK. A BBC investigation found the precious goods being trafficked across the Syrian border are providing a major source of funding for ISIS, just weeks after British MPs warned collectors in the Gulf states are fueling the multi-million-pound trade. The Guardian leads Middle East news section reporting that Qatar has recalled its ambassadors to Cairo in protest of comments made by an Egyptian official over his country's decision to carry out airstrikes in neighboring Libya. This path marks a new flare-up in tensions between the wealthy Gulf state and Egypt under the leadership of Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Also from the UK, The Telegraph reports that the United States accused Israel of leaking inaccurate information about nuclear negotiations with Iran, intensifying tensions over the issue before Benjamin Netanyahu's contentious March visit to Washington. President Barack Obama's spokesperson Josh Earnest accused Israel of cherry-picking specific pieces of information and using them out of context to distort the negotiating position of the US. Moving on to international papers. From Beijing, the Global Times reports that the European Union is ready to support Lebanon to face the current hard challenges, especially those concerning the displaced Syrian refugees. The remarks came from Elmar Brok, chairman of the Parliament Committee on Foreign Affairs, after talks with Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabih Berri in Beirut. And finally, Germany's Deutsche Welle reports that the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar is set to be held in the month of November and December for the first time in the history of the tournament, according to US sports magazine Sports Illustrated. Citing multiple sources, the magazine stated the decision has been made as good as confirmed, saying FIFA task force will make the recommendation next week to stage the tournament over the Northern Hemisphere's winter month. And for more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.